Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members of the Patreons, make sure to subscribe and let's get into it. And today we are going to revisit a little bit of a video that I did last year in November, if I'm not mistaken, talking about the aircraft that actually can already receive FOX-3 missiles right now, right? So let's talk about the aircraft and of course the missiles that each of these can actually take. Yeah, of course there are some nations that are missing some aircraft still, and the number of aircraft is not that big as you think. The first nation would be the US, of course. The US obviously would use the M120 for all the aircraft, and of course the only two aircraft that can actually receive it would be the F-16A ADF and the F-16C. Both of them could actually carry M120 missiles. Just a disclaimer, images are just for a point, you know, it's just an example. It doesn't mean that it's the proper variant of the vehicle that I'm showing. It's really hard to find proper information, like proper photos for each specific variant using a specific missile like that. But yeah, the US could only carry the F-16, the M120 on the F-16s right now. The F-15 that we have in the game could not carry any M120, and of course the F-14s already have the AIM-54, right? But neither the A or the B could carry the M120 as well. So for now it would be only the F-16, but of course with better versions, more modernized versions, we can always take a look on you know, some other aircraft in the future. For the Russians, we have three aircraft. The obviously Yak-141 with the R-77, as you saw there. Of course, Navy aircraft. I mean, it's the prototype, of course, etc., etc. Not gonna get too much into it, but yeah, the Yak-141 in theory can carry the R-77, a very similar missile to the M120. The other aircraft that can actually carry is, of course, the SMT. This is the UPG as in the Indian version, but yeah, the SMT version of the MiG-29 in the Russian Air Force can actually carry the R-77 as well. And the third aircraft, and yeah, it's kind of weird, but yes, the Su-39 could actually carry the R-77, guys. You would need to use the pod, of course, to actually have a radar to do the launch, but yes, the Su-39 could, in theory, use the R-77. And these are the three aircraft for the Russians that they can actually use FOX-3 missiles. Of course, remember, the normal MiG-29 cannot. It is the 80s version of it, so of course. And the Su-27, we have the Su-27S in the game. So that variant is the initial variant of the Su-25F7. And yes, although in later models of it, in late production models, late production runs of the Su-27S, they actually managed to do an upgrade to actually include the R-77 with an upgraded N001 radar. It's still not the variant that we have in the game. We have the original one that doesn't have the two extra pylons that the late model S had. So yeah, the Su-27 could not take it, just like the F-15. Of course, for the UK, the Grippin is the main one. I think there's nothing we can even talk about it here. Of course, being a South African vehicle, I couldn't confirm what missile they use for BVR, if they use a missile at all. They probably do, right? So I would just consider that they are going to receive something like the RB99 or M120, basically, right? It's the most likely thing that will happen, and it will be one of the best aircraft in the game, of course. The Tornado F3, guys, in theory can actually take it, but not in the version that we have right now. It could actually carry in the CSP version, basically an upgraded model of the Tornado to actually carry stuff like the SRAM and the MRAM. So yeah, in the future, of course, we can receive another version of the Tornado F3 that could actually carry the M120, but for now, it's just the Grippin for the UK. For Japan, there's nothing. For Germany, there's nothing. But for China, we have two aircraft. Of course, the F-16 and then the J-8F. The F-16 would actually carry with the M120, right? And the J-8F, or the F-16, M120, the J-8F with the PL-12. I don't think the J11 that we have right now could actually carry that. Only on the A variant, if I'm not mistaken, got that. So unless they added a upgrade version of it or something like that, we cannot carry any R-77 or any other missile on the J-11. Of course, as I said, upgraded models of it could definitely take it, but not the version that we have in game. And as I was saying, Germany doesn't have any aircraft that can actually take FOX-3 missiles, and the Japanese as well. The F-15 that they have right there would need an upgrade to actually be able to do that as well. Okay, guys. Yeah, the next one would be, of course, the Italians with the AV-8B Plus carrying M120s, as you saw on that picture. And of course the F-16A ADF as well. It's another aircraft that can actually take M120s. The Tornado, again, in theory with an upgrade it could carry, but the thing is that the Italian ones, I don't think they ever got this upgrade to be able to carry M120s or in general FOX-3 missiles. And in general, they never used any FOX-3s anyway, right? So I don't know if they received the upgrade, and I don't know if they actually used this missile in that aircraft anyway. So the like 100% for sure aircraft that could actually carry would be the ADF, of course, and the AV-8B Plus, which is pretty interesting if you ask me, right? Then we go for France. You know, France is using the Mirage 2000-5. Of course, that would mean that you would use the Mika missile, the Mika RF, right? A very unique missile, very fast and very deadly, you know, at close ranges, like up to 9 kilometers if I'm not mistaken. It could actually turn 50 Gs, so it would be a very deadly missile, one of the deadliest missiles in short range of the game, and still being very, very competitive at long ranges as well. Of course, as I said, the only aircraft that can actually take this missile right now in the game would be the Mirage 2005F, right? Anything else would only be using the Super 530, and of course, when the Rafale comes or anything like that, of course, other aircraft could be added to use that missile as well, but for now, it would be just that. And for Sweden, of course, the Grippin, but then the vegan as well. The JA-37D could actually carry RB-99s or the M120B as well, right? So it's another aircraft that could actually take the FOX-3 missiles. And as I said, the Grippin, of course, just like the British one, could actually take it as well. And last but not least, the Israelis. Apparently the Kurnas 2000 in theory could even take it, but it never did, or something along those lines. Couldn't confirm it properly, so probably the Kurnas 2000 wouldn't be able, but the Bas and the Nets for sure wouldn't. But the Barak 2 could actually take M120s, and of course later, if I'm not mistaken, even the Derby missile, right? So yeah, it's another nation that has only one option, but still it is a very deadly aircraft already, so having M120s would be amazing. And this is it, guys. As you saw, it's not as many aircraft as people think. We need a lot of new variants and different variants of aircraft already in the game to like get this number higher, you know, but the aircraft that would be confirmed to have FOX-3 missiles would be these ones. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one. So yeah, bye.